What is up, everybody? Welcome on into Alarm Fantasy Football. I'm your host, Andrew Cooper, alongside me, Howard Bender. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this Wednesday show, everybody knows the deal this time of year with the Wednesday show. It is the people's show. This one belongs to you guys. Tuesday, waivers, all that business. Got to really focus on that. Thursday, it's all start sits, nonstop. It's got to be. It's got to be that way. Today, you guys know the deal. A little hump day action, kind of in the middle, and trade deadline's gone. Usually we do trades on this show. If you got dynasty trades and you still want to do them, get them in there. But today we're just going to give every bit of information that we have. There's not a lot of practice info this time of year because you're not even required to do a fully padded practice every week. But we're going to give you what we have. We'll answer whatever questions you have. We're going to give you some DFS stuff, and we'll just do whatever you guys want today. This is the Fantasy Alarm family. You guys are in charge. Is that a good idea, Bender, putting the inmates in charge of the asylum?
Put the inmates in charge of the asylum? Absolutely. Why not, right? I mean, listen, I've had the time, again, that's always been the problem is we do this show, and this show is 9 o'clock in the morning for me. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast. So I haven't gotten my full, dip my toe into the research thing, but the DFS watch list is out and available to you guys over at fantasyalarm.com. Coop's rankings are gone. They're in there. I mean, we're ready to kind of handle our start sits. So do you want to talk about Quinn Ewers, the new quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, or do you want to jump into the chat and help out the people?
I've been tagged with every Waller versus blank question under the sun. Yeah. The Waller Colby Parkinson questions are flowing in like wine over here, dude, like eggnog. And I'll tell you what, here's my stance as it stands right now on Darren Waller. Okay. The fantasy football is a game of ranges of outcomes, right? And what you want to do ideally is set yourself up with a guy that has a good floor and a high ceiling. You look at guys like Jamar Chase, like we talked about last week. This is a guy that could get, I think I said he could get 18 targets. He got 16. But the floor for him is also very good, right? If you have a Trey McBride, if you have a George Kittle where the floor is high and the ceiling is high, you start those guys. After that, we get into the question of, do we have these high risk, high reward guys that we want to use, or do we want to use these safe but boring guys? And for me, I usually skew towards the high risk guys. Darren Waller against the Cincinnati Bengals this week has as high of a ceiling as any tight end in the league. Tight end 1 overall. He had that ceiling with Tua. He has that ceiling with Quinn Ewers. The floor is a lot lower. This could be an absolute mess. It could be a complete disaster where this guy comes out and completes 3 passes. We've seen that happen with quarterbacks starting their first game. We've seen it a bunch of times. We've also seen Shadur Sanders, a 5th-round pick who was the 3rd-string quarterback on his team, come in, and all of a sudden Harold Vannon's even better than he was before because he's dialed in. I mean, I don't like going all the way back to college and saying, oh, Quinn Ewers, his leading target on that Texas team was Gunnar Helm. But, these guys are going to run the scheme as it's set. Quinn Ewers is not going to dictate what the scheme is. The plays are going to be very similar. It's going to be Mike McDaniel calling the plays. So I expect Darren Waller to get his targets. Whether he catches them or not, I don't know. But for me, I'm still going with Darren Waller in a lot of spots. I'm not even moving him down particularly far because it was already bad. It's not like this isn't like Patrick Mahomes got hurt and now the backup's going in. Tua was bad enough to get benched, right, Bender? He was bad. It was already bad. It could be better. Quinn Ewers could play better. So for me, I'm probably riding with Waller. And if you want to play it safe and start a Colby Parkinson or any of these other guys, don't blame you. Do it in your leagues. But for me, I'm just going to ride it. I'm going to ride it, and we'll see what happens, especially in DFS.
All right, well, since you just brought up the Chiefs, I'll throw you the first one right here. Travis Kelce or Darren Waller?
I mean, I'm probably going to go Kelce there. I'm going to go Kelce there because Kelce still has, Kelce caught 7 passes on 9 targets last week. And Gardner Minshew, you know what? He's the term we like to use, he's a professional football player, right? He is a guy that has been around. He's signed to a contract. This isn't a situation where, Quinn Ewers could literally come out and complete 3 passes. It's possible. We've seen some Malik Willis games early on in his career that were pretty ugly. So, but for me, I'm going to go Kelce there. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, there we go. We'll carry you through everything. Do all the Q&A that you guys need. Coop and I were both in here nice and early, and we'll get to our member questions for sure. As a reminder, if you don't subscribe to the Fantasy Alarm All Pro package, do yourself a favor. This QR code right here below me, or go to fantasyalarm.com/YouTube. Promo code YT50 takes 50% off your first month. And that includes everything, all sports, DFS, season long betting, all the playoff contests that we're going to be running for NFL. It doesn't end with just your, whether you got knocked out of your fantasy playoffs or not. There's still plenty of football to go between now and the Super Bowl. And you want to be a part of the DFS action, the betting action, the prop pick action, all pick 'em contests, and of course, all the playoff contests that we're running and being a part of there. So do yourselves a favor there. Subscribe to Fantasy Alarm. And if you want your questions answered with the best of them and in a timely fashion, you want to get bumped up to the line, come over and watch this show here on the YouTube, Fantasy Alarm YouTube page. There's a join button right below the title of the stream, and that'll allow you, it'll be $4.99 a month, and that'll bump you up to the top of the queue, and we will get to your questions before anybody else. You can do a super chat. Sure, you can do that. You can throw a $1.99 super chat. We don't mind that. You can get away with it, but membership does have its privileges. Oh, look at that. I forgot. This QR code right here is going to sit here all stream long. And if you like what you see, take a snapshot of it and get in here with the family. So, all right, Coop, let's get to the questions here from our members first. And we start here with our good friend. It says AZ Fox 09, but we know that this is our good friend Mojo. Is it worth picking up the Bills, the Eagles, the Cowboys, or the Saints defense this week, as opposed to who?
Yeah. So a little earlier in the week, specifically yesterday, I got out some questions and I was kind of sorting through. I hadn't really dug in on the defensive numbers and the information as of yet. But the more I looked at it, the more in my fantasy playoffs, I want to go with the Bills this week. I'm ranked the Bills very high. I went back and watched that game again with the Bears and the Browns, and the Bears kind of figured out that Shadur Sanders is throwing seriously low A dot passes, and they just kind of at certain times when it was appropriate let him throw them. That's why Harold Fanning got 14 targets, and at certain times took it away. And going back and looking, he really had the one big game against the Titans, who we've talked about it on this show a million times. They're missing a huge chunk of their secondary. The Titans, maybe one of the most injured secondaries I've seen in a long time. That was his one good game. So I really do trust the Bills to give the Browns a very difficult time this week in Cleveland.
I love hearing that because I got them in the GST league. Oh, baby.
I picked him up. I dropped some fab on him to get him. After I did that, I was like, oh, man, I went through some fab on those guys. I added some Michael Carter. I added some Jaleel McLaughlin. I added some Bills defense. That's where I went this week. And it was pretty cool dropping Patrick Mahomes to pick up Jaleel McLaughlin. That was real. That felt good.
How's that taste?
Really good.
Ew. All right, salty bag of nuts. That's 2 T's and nuts, just so you guys know. So it's not offensive, right? What are your thoughts here on Ollie Gordon? Is he worth the stash for Dynasty? He lost in his league this year because of Kyle Pitts. Well, you didn't get, it wasn't really because of Kyle Pitts, but he was definitely a contributing factor. Should I drop Ollie Gordon for Michael Carter?
Yeah, so Michael Carter for me is a guy that I'm not super duper interested in, specifically because we have to follow the money and follow the narratives in this league. Michael Carter has been released and sent to practice squads enough times that anybody could have Michael Carter if they want, right? He's just hanging around that practice squad for the Cardinals because, he knows the scheme, but Ollie Gordon has more upside in Dynasty. If this were a redraft, I would say, yeah, of course, drop Ollie Gordon for Michael Carter because Michael Carter is going to start this week and Ollie Gordon's hurt. But I think enough teams have had a chance between the Jets and the Cardinals and him bouncing around to grab Michael Carter if they were super interested.
All right, beautiful. Those are his running backs in case you wanted his roster info there.
Yeah,
which we appreciate there, Salty. Thank you for adding the extra info.
Yeah, I think you're doing the right thing with the guys you got.
Roddy Rod's in the house here. Stroud, Darnold, Mariota.
Yeah, I'm coming around a bit on Stroud, Bender. You were in early on him yesterday, and I think you got the right call there with Stroud. So I have them ranked Stroud, then Mariota, then Darnold. So anybody that was watching the show yesterday was kind of gung ho on Mariota. After settling in on the Stroud versus Raiders and Mariota versus Eagles and no Ertz and everything going on, I do like Stroud better. So it's Stroud of those guys, Roddy.
Yeah,
Bender
Stroud.
was right. I was wrong. I'm
I don't
dumb.
know, man. Listen, I mean, I had to dive in deeper into it
Me
as
too.
well, and it also it's a contributing factor knowing that Woody Marks is still banged up. Nick Chubb might not play again, so they might have to lean a little heavier on the pass. But here you go. I dug up some numbers for you because I know you like your numbers here too, Coop. The Las Vegas Raiders have allowed 27 points per game over their last 8. They've given up 30 plus points in 5 of those 8 games. They're also allowing a 99.2 passer rating. So while Stroud might not throw for 300 yards, the dude's going to be highly efficient in this one here. So maybe he gets you like 240, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I'll be taking that.
That's exactly it. It's exactly it. It's that secondary is pretty brutal. They've been okay against the tight end, but on the outside, they're not stopping nothing. Nico Collins, man. I think I have Nico Collins ranked wide receiver 4 this week because it's like you can't rank him ahead of Puka, JSN, or Lamb, but he's in that tier. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I know.
actually, sorry, I have him ranked ahead of Lamb. I think I only have Puka, JSN, and Chase ahead. Like that's how high we're looking at Nico this week. So very exciting for him.
Love it. Jim Romany's in here. See you in the woods. Happy hump day to you as well. Roddy Rod says Michael Carter, Pittman, or Brees PPR format here.
Ooh, baby. So again, this is one that we do need just a little bit more info. We need to know if Amari DiMercado is going to go. I do
He
like
has no injury designation right now.
none so far. Yeah.
No,
So
I'm looking at it there's no injury designation for DiMercado.
yeah. So for me, I think in that case, is it crazy just to go right back to Brees Hall and just lean on the volume?
I mean, you kind of hope that that's the case here against the Saints. He's getting the check down work. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Colts versus San Francisco. I don't know. What do you think of Phillip Rivers in his second game, Monday Night Football? Yip
It's
skippity
Washington.
do?
I mean, if skiddly do. I mean, I looked at it. I think Alec Pierce is still going to be off the menu just based on his low time to throw. I mean, 2.41 seconds is like nothing. The next closest guy was Tyler Shuck at like 2.7 seconds. Like he's just getting it out so quick. That's fine for Pittman and Warren and Downs. Not good for Alec Pierce. So at the end of the day, I think it would be Pittman here for me. I'm starting Pittman in a bunch of leagues where I have him.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Raider Dave in the house here, just saying, hey, happy Wednesday to you too, Raider Dave. Appreciate you. Jim Romany says, I was able to pick up Waller, Parkinson, and Fannin. With the Tua news, will Fannin get more opportunities than the others? So Fannin against the Bills, Parkinson on the short week against the Seahawks, Darren Waller with Quinn Ewers. This is a tough one for you.
And I hate the matchup for Fannin. That's the problem that I run into here.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the matchup with the Bills. So for me, it's Parkinson's out of that crew. It's between Waller and Fannin. If you want to play it safe, go with Fannin. Now, this is where it's important to know if it's full PPR or not. If it's full PPR, I'm definitely going with Fannin because the guy's getting peppered with targets. In half or standard, I'll probably go with Waller just for the touchdown upside and the high A dot routes he runs. So that's where I'm living.
That's where he's living. High hopes in the house.
Oh, high hope in the chat. You know, I actually have a special guest for Hope today. Laney?
Oh, hello.
Oh, you say hi to Howard?
Hi. How
And
are you,
look
Laney?
at this. It's going to be tough to top this Christmas present. Hope sent Laney a custom. Hey, Laney, what's on your shirt?
I picture it.
That's right. And what do we say? Go back.
Go back.
That's right, buddy. Touchdown.
Cheers.
Can you say thanks, Hope?
Thanks.
Thanks. Can you wave to everybody?
Bye.
Bye. Okay,
Bye.
yes. Bye is appropriate.
Thanks for popping in, Laney.
Who's your favorite football player?
I like Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. She likes the old highlights.
I just want to know who her favorite fantasy analyst is, though.
Yeah.
Is it Howard?
Yeah.
It's Uncle Howard. But Daddy's top 5? Top 5. All right. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
One more Go Pats. Go Pats.
Go pass.
All right. Thank you so much, Hope. That it looks great, fits great. Looks like it already has a little bit of drool on it too.
She's too young to be able to say they're so back because they never left.
They're so back. Yeah, I wouldn't watch that game again. Tough one. You know what? Bills are still a great team. Patriots were without their top offensive lineman, top defensive lineman, and their middle linebacker, their leading tackler. So if we run into them again, I think it's going to be a much closer game, much better game. It was close enough already. So, but dude, the Bills can still beat anybody. That's the crazy thing about the top teams, man. I feel like a lot of them, anyone can beat anyone, and that's what makes football so much fun. So, but Hope, thank you so much. I mean, you absolutely didn't have to do that, and we got the best members around, don't we, Member?
We
The
do.
Fantasy Alarm family is just warms my heart.
Love it. Love it. Good luck to you in your matchup this week. And Man Smart Woman Smarter, Hope you enjoyed the bye week. It's going to be a tough road here going up against Jen Piacenti this week. So that should be fun. Roddy Rods here. Week 17 defense to stash. Rams versus the Falcons. Jags against Indy. Philly against the Bills. Ooh. I mean, I'd probably lean on
Philly.
I think I'm leaning on the Rams. Nah, I might have to just go with Jacksonville.
Go with Jacksonville. Their defense has been good. And, Rivers, I mean, he's getting the ball out quick, trying to take good care of it. But the miscommunications and little things when you haven't been around for a long time, like, it's easy to make a mistake. I think he's the guy that's most prone to mistakes that could turn into something big here.
Yeah. All right. Ba-boom. High hopes.
That makes me happy.
Oh, look at that, right? If Laney can't say it, at least Dynasty Dave is in the house.
TV,
Hello, Dynasty Dave. You're banned. That's it. Bye-bye.
Let's go.
Oh, look at that. That actually clicked on that one there. So here, we'll just go with Jonathan Rivera's. Those are all the member questions. So we'll get to the regular questions. But Jonathan Rivera, we just kind of landed on you. Full point PPR, 6 points for a touchdown. Bonus points over 300 yards thrown. Drake May, Jacoby Brissett.
I mean, Brissett has been so good, but I just can't go away from Drake May right now because he's been equally good. 2 rushing touchdowns last week. I know this format does. If there was ever a format made for Jacoby Brissett, it might be this one, though, Bender. Would you go that? Does the format change things for you?
I mean, it doesn't really change that much for me. I mean, it's really hard to go against Drake May with the rushing touchdown upside that he brings to the table. Brissett, I mean, it's you're kind of screw it. Garbage time counts.
I know.
Garbage time counts.
Yeah, and May, he hasn't thrown for 300 yards all year.
This Falcons defense has not been. This past defense has not been as strong as it has been.
Jonathan, in that specific
this is crazy.
format.
This is crazy. I don't even know if I can handle this one.
How many bonus points? How many bonus points for 300 yards?
I don't know, man.
If it's like 5, you can't
even see my eyes right now because I'm crying. I got tears in my eyes thinking about benching Drake May for Jacoby Brissett. I'm having a tough enough time benching him for Bo Nix this week.
I know.
Let alone.
Tell us how many points it is. If it's 5-point bonus for 300 yards, then you got to start Jacoby Brissett. You got to. And as crazy as it is, because he's the one doing it. He's the one doing it. And 5 points is so meaningful. So if it's that much, if it's like 2 points for the 300-yard bonus, then just go with May. Can't believe I'm saying that. My daughter just walked in with a Patriots shirt on. I'm wearing a Patriots.
Does it hurt?
But dude, we got to play it straight. This particular format is just so excused so much in Brissett's favor. So, Jonathan, give us a follow-up. Let us know what the bonus is.
All right. Let's start banging through some of these questions. A lot of them in here. Appreciate everybody. Please hit that like and subscribe button over on the YouTube page. Again, it's a free way to just say we appreciate what you guys are doing here, right? So Maximus in the house, Waller versus Warren. We're going to draw this line at some point here, Coop. Where are you going?
Yeah. So I think what I'm going to end up doing at the end of the day is we're going to have Warren and Kelsey ahead of Waller. And then in full point PPR, Fannon's going to be ahead of Waller. So I'm going with Warren here. Just so people know, and Howard brought this up yesterday, the Seahawks are no longer a good matchup for tight ends. Maybe not a bad one, but you can't just look at their points scored this season and say, oh yeah, they're bottom 6 or whatever. With Julian Love back next to Nick Amon-Wari, those guys are a problem for tight ends, and it was a problem for Tyler Warren last week. Julian Love, he only allowed he had 1 target thrown on him, which wasn't complete. Nick Amon-Wari knocked the ball out of Warren's hands at the end of the game. Key pass breakup. Like, these safeties are now the safety duo is a problem now. So Warren, I'm kind of wiping last week away, and I'm confident starting him this week.
All right. Maximus also wants to know RJ Harvey versus Omari and Hampton.
If Harvey's going, then I'm going Harvey. But keep an eye on this rib situation. He was estimated to not practice. He left the game last week with a rib. They signed Cody Schrager to the practice squad. Make sure you're throwing Jaleel McLaughlin on the bench. But I would go Hampton over McLaughlin. So if Harvey's out, it's Hampton. But if Harvey's playing, you got to go Harvey. Dude's got 10 touchdowns on the season. When did that happen?
I'll go tell you when I look at my my SiriusXM host league team.
Ooh,
Half point PPR, start 1 tight end, Pitts or Waller.
Pitts. Yeah, you got to go Pitts. I mean, he's just been too hot lately.
Even with Drake London back?
Even with Drake London back, I mean, I don't see why they would go away from what's been working for them, like to a degree that it would just would ruin the floor for this guy. Like, if he's going out and having these games with 7, 8, 9 catches and looking good, why would you just turn around and just say, hey, thanks anyway? I think that Pitts is still going to be pretty heavily involved.
Beautiful. Flex 2 between Breece Hall, RJ Harvey, Terry McLaurin, Jaden Reed, Pollard, and then whichever other tight end we don't use. So Waller there.
I'm not going to use the tight ends in that situation. I do like Harvey if he goes. I like McLaurin regardless. And then if Harvey doesn't go, I'd probably start Jaden Reed with no Christian Watson. And again, this is why we try to avoid the start sits, because like, just think of how many moving parts were just in that sentence that I just gave. You know what I mean? And that's without even thinking about these defensive players, whether Sauce Gardner is going to play or not, all these different things that we got going on here. I mean, I haven't heard anything on Sauce. That's a Monday game. So we're definitely not going to have information on that at least until tomorrow.
Yeah. Double A, here are Twitter handles right here, at Coupe Fiasco and at Roto Buzz Guy. Just hit us up later on in the week, right? And we'd be able to kind of help guide you through it. You know, Friday practice reports are always the best time to catch us there.
We'll be doing start sits all day tomorrow. I'll have my free tight end article up. If you remember, all my early look at the rankings are up, but like we on Thursday we really lean hard into it because we know you got to start people for Thursday. So
yeah. But we also need to see what happens on Thursday practices, because most veterans take off on a Wednesday anyway. So Double A also wants to know Baker Mayfield, Stroud, or pick up Knicks or JJ McCarthy.
Damn, loaded wire. It's definitely Baker over Stroud. Let me just double check where I have Knicks. I actually would go Knicks there. I like Knicks against the Jaguars this week. I do. I have Knicks ahead of Baker, one spot.
I like it. Add Knicks. Probably dump. You can probably just get rid of Stroud if you're going to hold on to Baker for moving forward in the playoffs. DP 15101, need a tight end and 2 flex. Fannin, Parkinson, Ibuka, Jalen. Is that Jalen Warren? Jalen Warren. Yeah. Monangai, Michael Carter, Jaden Reed, Drake London if he plays. Well, if London plays, you got to use London, right? I mean, that's almost a no-brainer against Arizona.
Yeah, for sure. He's locked in as one of the flexes. And the other flex for me, man.
Dude, this Detroit-Pittsburgh game has a 52-point game total. I might want to lean on Warren here. I know that, what's his face gets a ton of work. Oh, Jaden Reed against the Bears.
And then I'm looking at Michael Carter, who's going to start against the Falcons.
Yeah. Listen, all right, I'm going to say this. For the tight end, I've got Fannin over Parkinson.
Me too.
I do. And I'm the biggest Parkinson supporter you're ever going to see in your life. Ever. London, if he plays, yes. If London is out, well, London if he plays for sure. The other guy who I would use with him is probably going to be Jalen Warren because of the guaranteed touches or the work that he does get. If London is out, I'm going to pivot to Reed. I know what you're saying about Michael Carter going up against the Atlanta Falcons, but with DeMercado back, I do worry that maybe, once that 2-minute drill hits, that they go back to leaning on DeMercado.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with it. The last week, very rare instance where once Christian Watson went out, Jaden Reed played a ton of snaps. 34 routes run for Romeo Doubs, 32 for Jaden Reed. Like they might just roll him out as a full-time guy, which is what we've been begging for a long time. So yeah, I like Reed there.
All right. Here you go. Dire Wolf defense. If Josh Jacobs sits, Coop, Devin Neal, Woody Marks, and RJ Harvey, which handcuff has the higher upside? Wilson,
Yeah.
McLaughlin, Estime, or Johnson? I don't know what that has to do with Josh Jacobs sitting.
Well, because all those guys are hurt. So all those guys are hurt.
Everybody's all banged up.
Yeah. So of those guys, easily the handcuff with the highest upside is Emmanuel Wilson. If they were all to be out, he would be the guy that I would want to have in there. We don't even know. So the problem with Devin Neal is that when you go look at the snaps, Estime got 25, Evan Hull got 22. We don't even know for sure if he's going to be the guy.
Estime also, though, got all the targets, got all the pass catching work between him and Evan Hull. I actually did a video talking about some of the top matchups to exploit, and just seeing what Lawrence and ETN did to the Jets. Like, I'm sorry, but if Estime is going to be the guy who's going to get the passing work, I might kind of lean on him. But I think I agree with Coop that Wilson is definitely the must grab immediately. And then I think, second on that list might be McLaughlin, actually.
Yeah, because he's gonna start for that team. The more I look at it, McLaughlin, because the thing with McLaughlin in the past, he's been kind of a pass catching back, but Tyler Beatty is actually even more on that side of like smaller pass catching back. So I think McLaughlin would get the start, and then Beatty would end up being the pass down back. So he's going to be the starter there. But it's Emmanuel Wilson for sure if Jacobs were to be out. Apparently, Jacobs took another big hit this week that has him questionable again, even though he played. But he took another hit, and now he's questionable.
Greg Martinez in the house just saying, howdy ho.
What up, dude?
Jerry Nelson's here saying, hey, everyone. Jerry Nelson is also asking Tyler Sugg or Trevor Lawrence having a tough time with this one. I'm actually not having a tough time with this one at all. And I think Tyler Sugg is the play.
Yeah, because Trevor Lawrence, I mean, you got it. Matchups matter. Matchups matter, and this Broncos team has been tough. So go Tyler Sugg.
Ann says, hi, everybody.
And
she also says she needs a running back and a flex in PPR. Harvey, Dowdle, Hubbard, Corum, Diggs, and Evans. Well, Evans for sure.
For sure.
It's
Harvey if he plays. And if Harvey doesn't play, then I am going to go Dowdle. He did just get more work, right? It's like it's not guaranteed, but they basically split the pass work, and then Dowdle got more carries, giving him about 75% of the touches. So yeah, it's got to be Dowdle.
There you go. Albert's in the house saying hello to everybody. What's up? We also have Death Wish in the house saying what's up. And then while all those salutations and greetings are going on, Ann says, Darnold or Brissett? Brissett or Love? Rank these players, Andrew Cooper. I feel like Brissett over both, but
that might just be for me. I have Brissett this week at QB 8th. Like, if you don't have a star, then you're starting Brissett. And I mean, it's even close between Brissett and Purdy. But Purdy looked good last week, so I would lean Purdy here. But I mean, unless you have a like superstar, you're starting Brissett. I was starting Brissett over Goff. I'm starting Brissett over Stafford against the Seahawks. Like, Brissett is putting up the fantasy points every week. He just did it against the stone cold toughest secondary in the league. Like, if we're not going to, Brissett is locked in for fantasy.
Oh, here we go. Dire Wolf defense. If Jacob sits, Emmanuel Wilson, Jaden Reed, Aaron Jones, or Jacoby Myers.
I mean, if Jacob sits, I'm starting Emmanuel Wilson. He's been good.
Yeah, against the Bears? Absolutely.
Bears. Yeah, he's been great.
Absolutely. I do like Aaron Jones this week.
Me too.
I put him into the watch list against Dallas. So I do like him, and I do like Jaden Reed. on that Saturday slate. So, but Emmanuel Wilson definitely. If Jacob sits, Wilson's going to get all of that work against the Bears, and
we're gonna give you guys some of our favorite DFS plays towards the end here. We want to make sure we get through the questions first, but we're definitely gonna hit on the DFS 10 minutes or so, some of our early favorites. So make sure you stay tuned.
Deathwish says Rice in concussion protocol. My London is practicing, but now may lose Rice. This is crazy. That is
football, brother.
Very upsetting.
Yeah.
Dan Schwartz wants to know Mayfield or Brissett for a playoff matchup. We've said Brissett.
Schwartz, what up, buddy? I wonder if Schwartz is playing against our own Johnny and Pemba this week in that league.
Oh, I don't know.
Could be. We're going Brissett. We already gave you the info. We don't hold anything back. But let me take a little peek.
Happy Wednesday, Fatty McFats. Here's another Brissett question. Brissett or Brock Purdy against the Colts? I think I'm still leaning Brissett.
That's where I drew the line, where I go Purdy. I have
Purdy?
But if we hear that Sauce Gardner's going to play, I'd flip it. It's as simple as that for me. But right now, I had Purdy at 7 and Brissett at 8.
Fair enough. He also wants to know for running back 2 in a PPR, Marks or Carter. If Marks sits, do I start that Jawar Jordan guy over Carter still against the Raiders?
Yeah, I would go with Carter because the thing with Jawar Jordan is that Dare Agumbawale is going to pick up that pass work. So I'm starting Carter against the Falcons in that case.
Super disappointing that you said that name without singing it. That really kind of hurts.
Dare Agumbawale. That's yeah. That is disappointing, isn't it? Yeah, I sang it on Monday's show.
What's that?
Iggy was like, "How do you pronounce that one?" And I was like, "Dude, it's easy. You just sing it." Dare Agumbawale.
Oh, he's into maracas. Look at that.
You gotta get him.
Need a tight end and 2 flex. Fan and Park. I think we got this one already. We did get this one already. Yeah. You guys only need to pop these in once. We'll get to you.
Only
patience, people. Patience. Wide receiver, PPR, pick 3. Pickens, Ibuka, Sutton, Rice, London. Who knows if Rice and London even play this week?
Deathwish, you know better, brother. You know that we got you no matter what on these, but we gotta wait a little bit. We gotta know with London and Rice. Like let's say hypothetically they were all good to go. I'm going London and Pickens and
Sutton.
Yeah. Because Rice got Rice playing with Minshew. So
yeah.
That's where we live.
Likes for Laney. Don't forget.
Big show for Laney today.
Dak, Dart, Brissett.
I'm going Dak. I know the fun play is Brissett, but Dak has just been so good. He's been so good. He's got the weapons, and it's hard to go away from him right now. So,
even against the tough Chargers defense, it is very difficult to get away from him. 100%. 100%. Defense, claim the Saints. Saints or Chiefs?
I still like the Chiefs. Because the defense is going to be fine. Chiefs are still a top 2 option for me this week against the Titans. I mean, Chiefs-Titans, that was a plan all along for us, and we're going to stick to it.
I also think that the Chiefs defense is going to come out with a big chip on their shoulder. Everybody's crapping on Kansas City this week. It's not fun. It's not funny, right? I mean, so I think that, can you imagine? I mean, I will check the health on Chris Jones because I know he came out of last week's game a little bit. But
did you see the clip that everyone's circulating from Travis Kelce, dude?
No, what?
But everyone's doing some speculation where he was talking about the Mahomes injury, and he's like, yeah, it sucks. He's the man. The timeline's supposed to be pretty good. And then he goes, they're hoping that he can be back to start the season. They're hoping that he can be back for the Chiefs next year to start the season. He didn't say we.
Us.
He didn't say us. Yeah. He said the Chiefs, which everyone's like, what?
Uh-oh. Travis Swift. You're going to turn into a houseboy. There it is.
That would be great.
Like Martinez says, Superflex, start JJ McCarthy, Kirk Cousins, Marcus Mariota. Start 1 QB or 2 QBs in the Superflex. Start one of these. All right, now I'm staying with 2 QBs here. You've got great options, right?
Yeah. And from there, I am Marcus Mariota, and I'm just going to go JJ McCarthy. I mean, the matchup's really good, and He made it happen last week. You just got to cross your fingers.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Loveland or Waller?
I'll go Waller. I mean, Waller, his route participation this week was higher than Loveland's been for 3 straight weeks now. So, I mean, and Waller, he just has a higher ceiling. So we got to go for ceiling.
What if Roma Dunze and Luther Burden are out?
If Roman Dunze and Luther Burden are out, that could change the narrative. So if they both miss, then I actually might move Loveland ahead. We'll have to see. But if they're both out, I mean, then Loveland has a clear path to playing every snap, you know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're not going to go 3 wide receiver sets with DJ Moore, Alameda Zacchaeus, and I don't even know who they would elevate at that.
And who is the third wide receiver there? It is Devin Duvernay.
Yeah, exactly. So
that says it all.
I think we would just see a ton of 2 wide receiver, 2 tight end sets. So yeah, I think I would go Loveland if they were both out.
Kevin Lippert in the house. I've got Gainwell and Warren. Who should I start at running back? Then Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Rice, Reed, Burden. Need 1 receiver and 1 for the flex. You could flex one of the running backs. I'm not using both Steelers running backs here. Not for this game. I will say that I'd probably lean Gainwell over Warren, to be perfectly honest, because he's on the field for the passing work a lot more than Warren is, right?
Yeah. See, that's how I was locked in on that, and then people are telling me that this cold or illness for Warren might have been worse than they let on, but I mean we can only go by what they're doing, and Gainwell's also looked great, so I think it's any sort of PPR, it's got to be Gainwell right now.
And Arthur Smith is always ride the hot hand, ride the hot hand, ride the hot hand.
Yeah,
as far as the receiver and the flex goes, you can't go away from Michael Wilson. I almost made that mistake last week, and I got talked into it by Coop and Josh Wagner. They were like, dude, stop overthinking it. It doesn't matter that it's the Texans. Garbage time counts. Michael Wilson for sure on this front here. And then I think I'm leaning Jaden Reed.
Yeah, Jaden Reed in the situation is great. And Rice, we don't know what's going on with him. And we pretty much, Howard, we said it exactly on the show too. We were like, Michael Wilson's going to get 10, 12 targets, and he's probably going to catch like 4 of them, right? And he comes out, gets 11 targets, catches 5, but 50 yards and a touchdown. It's like he got it done for you again. Top 20 wide receiver again, and for the however many weeks in a row. The one thing that does scare me a little is I really at this stage would just like Marvin Harrison to go away. Don't want to see, because when he just take time and rest up and let us finish our fantasy season with you, Marv. He's
going to come back for the championship and ruin everybody who's in the championship with Michael Wilson on their roster.
Exactly.
Me being one of them.
Yes. All my best ball teams.
Trevion Henderson, Kyron Williams, DeAndre Swift, Jalen Waddle, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, Bowers, Pitts, PPR. Oh, just set my whole lineup here. How come you can't set your own lineup here, huh? Come on.
We're here to help. We're here to help.
All right, one running back here. Henderson, Swift, or Kyron?
Now that all those guys are splitting, I'm going Henderson. He's just been more explosive, right? Kyron's getting exactly half the work.
Yep.
Mononga is getting all the goal line work. Just go Henderson.
Henderson for sure. All right. One tight end, Bowers or Pitts. I think you got to still stick with Bowers, don't you?
Bowers. Yeah, it's Bowers, especially with London probably playing.
And then 2 flex between the rest of them. Swift, Waddle, Evans, McLaurin. I almost want to just say Evans and McLaurin.
Yeah, because I don't trust, obviously we don't trust Quinn Ewers, and I don't
think you're saying his name right. It's Ewers.
Ewers. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You got to have hope.
The GM sent me all sorts of ew gifts, right? From Jimmy Fallon's sketch. He says, ew. Right? So I just got a whole mess of those from Jim Bowden, who's been
the Michelle Obama. Ew. That's a
talking up Waller.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys didn't hear it, Jerry Nelson's announcing it. Entered concussion protocol for Rashee Rice.
That's good. Yeah. On Wednesday, that means he's not going to play.
On Wednesday, it does mean that he's not going to play. Sorry, I just want to make sure that I am not missing out on. Yes, I am. I am. Sorry, got to make sure. Oh, there we go. He did get his membership in here, and I'm sorry to do this because we asked for a follow-up question on. I'll find it here. So there it is. Jonathan Rivera, who joined. Welcome. Appreciate that. He says it was 3 points for 300 yards and 5 points for 400 yards. So is the 3-point differential here enough for you, Coop?
That's right on the line. That's right on the line. Well, yeah. I think if Marv is going to play and he's going to have all his weapons available, you got to go percent.
Yeah.
With bonuses for 300. Again, May has been good. He's been very efficient, but he hasn't had to have a lot of volume, hasn't thrown for 300 yards yet. Maybe this will be the week.
High hopes in here. She's got the same decision. Colby Parkinson or Jake Ferguson, and Waller is on waivers. I want to know what Howard also thinks. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Hope. I appreciate that.
Well, you go first then, Howard.
I think if you're just looking for safe floor, I think Ferg is the guy that you want to go with. Dallas, they find him for the short yardage. They find him for the touchdown. But I think Waller is probably the play if you really want to go with some upside here. I know it's Quinn Ewers, but I think Waller's got the higher ceiling than Ferguson does. So that's my pick. If you want to just play it safe, Ferg. If you want to shoot for the moon a little bit, it's Waller.
And, Hope is also a Dolphins fan. So if you really want to double down on if you want to double down on finding out whether your rookie's any good and also risking your fantasy season, go Waller. But yeah, Ferg probably a safe play if you want to play it that way.
If you don't want to play it that way, that's what
I don't. I want to go Waller. I actually want to go Waller or Parkinson and go high, go upside.
Wow, just so much hate for Jake Ferguson.
He's just very slow.
Mojo wants to know Adonai Mitchell, Jacoby Myers, Jalen Naylor for one wide receiver spot in a standard league.
I'm not going. I can't go for the nail gun. I know he scored 2 touchdowns last week, but he still was a part-time guy. He only got 4 targets. Like, can't chase last week like that for me. I'm going Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is in that Godwin role. It's a good spot for him. Got decent number of targets. I go him.
Drama in Salty Bag of Nuts' league. Dynasty League question. Should waivers be locked to eliminate teams?
If you have a consolation bracket, here's my take, as always. If you have a consolation bracket, if my team has a matchup, there needs to be a specific rule that says that I'm not supposed to try and win this matchup you've given me. If you have any sort of consolation bracket, I'm going to play. I want to win. I want to play. I love this game. I want my Yahoo record to show that I play to win. So, if you have any sort of matchup for me, I'm going to play to win it. So you can, if you don't want people to play, remove the consolation bracket, especially if it's meaningless, and then people won't have a matchup and they won't add people. Or specifically have a rule that says only teams in the main playoff bracket, not the consolation bracket, can add players. So if you have a bracket and people are adding people, then that's how you set up the league, and that's the way it is. And especially in Dynasty, anyone should always be able to add players. That's giving a crazy advantage to the active teams long term, because Dynasty is more than just this year. Yeah. So waivers in Dynasty need to be closed to everyone, or they need to be open to everyone.
I like the idea of closing them to everybody for the playoffs.
Yeah,
I do. That's my take.
In Dynasty, they either got to be open to everyone or closed to everyone. Because think about this, Howard. What if, what if Travis Kelce announces his retirement like tomorrow, and then what? Only the playoff teams can add Noah Gray and potentially get the Chiefs starting tight end for the future in Dynasty. You got to leave that open to everybody in Dynasty, especially. But for me, in any format, like, you got to make it clear who can and who can't add players, because otherwise, if I have a matchup versus somebody, I'm gonna set a lineup and try and win it, because like, we only get so much fantasy football. I'm dreading it. We're about to have months and months with no fantasy football. I'm playing every matchup I have. I'm playing
Not
DFS
me, man.
League.
Once I land in the consolation bracket, I don't even bother setting a lineup or pick up waivers or anything like that. It's done. It's over. If there's no like reason to be playing in the consolation bracket, I don't, because I, Coop, unlike you, don't care about that consolation bracket. I only care about wearing the chain, baby.
Good. I
That's
crush
it.
I
care
crush
about
teams like yours in the
championship
consolation
runs.
bracket.
That's what I'm talking about here. Championship runs. And let me tell you something, people. You want to be wearing the chain. You definitely want to be wearing this chain, because when you're with the Fantasy Alarm family, you play like a champion. So now you need to look like a champion as well. All right. We're proud to announce our new partnership here with USA Sports Fan Chains to help you look like the champion that you are, right? Or will be by the end of this fantasy football season. All right. Get one for yourself. Get one for your league. Pass it around each year. Right? They're made in the USA. They're lightweight, designed to be bold and eye-catching, as you can see, adjustable as well. All right. And they attract attention, generate excitement. They're built to move with fans. They're the perfect accessory for anyone looking to show off their fantasy team superiority. And you know you've got that superiority because you're riding with the family. All right. And don't just revel in the championship either, right? Troll your league loser with their all new I Suck at Fantasy Football chains. They've got those as well. What better way to turn around in your draft the following year than to hand your last place guy an I Suck at Fantasy Football chain and make him wear it for the entire draft? Make him wear it out for drinks afterwards. All of that stuff there available here. USA Sport Fan Chains. Go to fantasyalarm.com/USA Chains. Give yourself and your league some swagger. That's fantasyalarm.com/USA Chains. There's the QR code right there in front of you. And I'll tell you what, man, this is more than just an accessory. It's a declaration of winning. And that's what we're all about there. Plus, use the promo code ALARM at your checkout. You get 5% discount off. And the first 1,300 orders that have come in, no tax either. So what could be better? What better way to get the nice little holiday gift for everybody in your league, right? It's Hanukkah right now. It's Christmas in 2 weeks. Make it happen, people. USA Sports Fan Chains, fantasyalarm.com/USA Chains.
This is the season to get blinged out.
Yes.
You and your league. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's
100%.
go.
100.
You know, and that actually reminded me, I did want to give a quick shout to so Hope, who made the that shirt for Lainey. She does custom stuff. Hope Jeans. Hope
There it
Jeans.
is.
So definitely check her out. Hit her up on Twitter. Let me pull up her Twitter handle, make sure I get it exactly right. It's high_hopes77. If you want custom stuff, you know, she got a little shop over there. Very cool. I mean, Lainey's obsessed with her shirt. She is obsessed with it. She just been running around like crazy. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ian.
We got a little super chat in here. Scott Kobe, what's up, dude? Drake May or Matt Stafford? Oh, short week for Stafford. Seattle defense, Drake May, your Patriots. Coop, what's your decision?
Also, you know what? No Devontae Adams. That one's an easy one for me, right? With Adams banged up here. Tyler Higbee's not going to be back. I'm going Drake May. Lock that in. Kobe, you're also a local guy, so it's a little more fun to start Drake May too.
All right, beautiful. All right, we're going to have to rapid fire here, right? It's 9. Well, not at my time. We got 10 minutes left in the show. So are you ready to go rapid fire here, Coop?
Regardless of time zone, there's 10 minutes left. So let's rock. Do you want to just real quick give everybody some DFS picks?
Yeah, go check out the watch list, fantasyalarm.com.
The people a couple picks.
Oh, we'll give them DFS picks tomorrow when we got time. We don't have time right now.
Okay. We're not going to have time tomorrow.
Need to stream a defense. It's got Seattle, but he's also starting Stafford and Kyron. Streaming the Saints, the Bills, the Vikings, or the 49ers, or the Giants.
I mean, I'm starting the Bills regardless. I have the Bills ranked ahead. And not to mention, you got pretty heavily invested in the Rams.
Second question, I got Juwan Johnson, but Parkinson and Waller on the waiver wire. Do I put all my chips into the Rams, or do I grab Waller? Or do I stay with Juwan Johnson?
I like Waller. Even in full PPR, I would still go Waller over Johnson. And I like Johnson. The rest of the industry, I don't think ranks Juwan Johnson appropriately, but I like Waller. Twitch gang.
Brawley says Mike Evans or Drake London, if healthy.
If London plays, you cannot bench London under any circumstances.
There you go. PPR need 3. Nico Collins, Jameson Williams, Mike Evans, or Ladd McConkey.
Ladd McConkey has 3 catches over the last 2 games. Can't trust that fella. I'm going Nico, Jamo, Evans. I mean, Jameson Williams is a wide receiver 1 on the season all of a sudden. When did that happen?
We called it, actually.
We called it. We were like, people were like trying to say to eat crow on that after 5 weeks. And we're like, dude, don't wait till the season's over. And then we'll see if the crow actually gets cooked. Didn't.
Exactly. Burrow or Stafford?
Burrow. It's got to be Burrow.
Got the Seattle defense. Don't like the matchup. Opportunity to pick up the Saints, the Niners, the Kansas City Chiefs. You like the Chiefs here?
I like the Chiefs a lot.
All right. Also at running back, Devin Neal, Michael Carter, or Jahar Johnson. Or
Jahar Jordan? Where's that Juwan Johnson?
Jordan.
Yeah, Howard doesn't like Michael Carter. I'm going Michael Carter.
Oh, I'm going Michael Carter here also.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I don't even have Michael Carter ranked top 20. Like,
just
but
depends on who the other options are. Always.
I have Michael Carter at 24. I think that's reasonable.
All right. Here we go. We got Jonathan Rivera's question there. Rice and concussion protocol. Here we go. Michael Regine, my running backs, full point PPR. Kyron, Brown, Dowdle, Woody, Cora, Michael Carter. Also got Jordan. If Woody is out, would you start Jordan over Dowdle, Corum, Carter for flex?
I'm starting Carter there.
Me too.
I'm starting Carter there.
Me too. I think we got this one. Oh, yeah, we got this one already. Nicole's in the house here. Been rolling with Warren at tight end. Do I pick up Parkinson, Waller, Theo Johnson, Kincaid, or Loveland?
I'm just going Warren. I'm going Warren. I think we're going to have a better week with a better matchup.
There you go. So don't worry about dropping.
Dude, Warren is going to dog walk Bobby Wagner this week.
There you go. There you go. Saints or Vikings?
Saints.
Start one flex. Jalen Coker or Stephon Diggs. Oh, that's got to be hurtful.
We got to wait on that. We got to wait on that, Cedric. But if Diggs is like limited all week and questionable with this whatever hand or chest or whatever it is, then just go Coker. But I'm going Diggs.
There you go. Parkinson or Waller? Well, we've gone with Waller here.
We've gone with Waller
that front. Yep. Tracy, Coker, Ibuka, Allen, or Carter. I feel like we got to go Carter. Oh, Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. And noticing that I don't look so bundled up today because I got the heat blaring in here right now. Blaring.
On vacation.
Carrying the family flag into the second week of the playoffs. I love that. Fantasia fun, baby.
Let's go.
What's up? Goff or Herbert? He's got Goff in there right now.
Yeah, go Goff. That game it's got some shootout potential. Every game that the Lions are involved in has that potential.
A lot of points being scored there. A lot of points. PPR flex. If I start Henderson and Bucky, flex Brown, Ibuka, Godwin, Derrick Henry, or Tet McMillan.
I wouldn't start Bucky over Derrick Henry.
Me neither.
Patriots are missing Robert Spillane. Their leading tackler. He wears the green dot. Henry's fine this week. And I have Bucky and Chase Brown back to back. I would start Henderson, Henry, and Bucky.
Henderson, Henry, Bucky.
Yeah.
Boom. Slim wants to know Purdy or Herbert.
Purdy. Gotta be Purdy.
Burrow, Brissett.
A real question, but it's Burrow.
Okay. Hope you guys are having a great day. What are your thoughts on Purdy or Herbert? Oh, we are having a great day, and we said Purdy.
Yeah, we said Purdy. I know Herbert's got a good matchup here, but so does Purdy.
Waller or Parkinson? We are in on Team Waller here.
And the floor is bad, but the ceiling is incredible.
Do you expect Alvin Kamara back this week? I do not. I don't expect him back this season.
It would be insane for him to come back and play.
Yes, it definitely would. Defense, Miami, Lions, or Tampa? I think I'm going Tampa here.
Yeah. Let me just double check, but hit the next question.
Hit the next question. Oh, look at that. It's outdoors traditions. What's up? That's outdoors, Dan. I listened to the show last night. Didn't get Bills, got the Saints. That's fine. I'm going to buy a big box of Twinkies and celebrate the week. Well, enjoy the big box of Twinkies, my friend. Enjoy.
Joy. Yeah, that question is definitely Tampa. Miami. I mean, like Miami against the Bengals?
No.
No. Oh my goodness, no.
C's C start 2. Warren, Cardi, Tracy, Neal.
Tracy, definitely. And then it should be Warren.
Warren, probably. Yep.
Yeah.
Worthy or Brown if Rice sits? How about neither?
Yeah, Worthy was not even good back when I mean it's Worthy over Brown, but like Worthy wasn't even good back when Rice was out. Worthy has done nothing for me, man.
He was not.
He hasn't even been a good best ball player.
Sneaking in here, Mojo, J-Mo, Michael Wilson, Juwan Jennings need 2 standard league.
J-Mo and Michael Wilson.
Yep. There you go. I also have Colby Parkinson, Dalton Schultz for tight end. Should I start both? One for tight end, the other for flex. The other flex options are Krosky, Merritt, Gainwell, Judkins, and Tracy. No, I would start Judkins. Schultz, and then I would think I'm kind of leaning Judkins in this matchup against the Bills.
Yeah, Judkins hasn't been efficient, but like you can run on these guys, man. Look what the Patriots did last week. Look what every team's done. So it's got to be Judkins. And you said you're Schultz over Parkinson?
I'm Schultz over Parkinson, yes.
I don't like the matchup for Schultz either.
I don't like the matchup for Parkinson.
I don't like either of those guys. Yeah, go Schultz.
Oh, we did that one already. Rico Dowdle or Jalen Warren?
Oof.
I'm probably going to lean...
So funny how much thought I put into my rankings yesterday, and then I got to double check with certain guys.
And now you got to rethink it and everything.
It.
I'm going to give the edge to Dowdle here.
I have Dowdle at 25.
Even though I don't like going up against Vita Vea, but again, Pittsburgh stand much more of an opportunity of a chance to be game flowed out in this Detroit-Pittsburgh
with
game.
Gainwell.
That's the problem.
And the split with Warren and Gainwell was like down the middle. I mean, like carries and routes even, but Gainwell also got more targets. So I'm just going Dowdle. Better chance that Dowdle gets 60, 70% of the work than Warren does.
Burrow, Stafford, Caleb.
Burrow.
And another Burrow versus Stafford, and it's still Burrow.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Stafford the last few years has had trouble throwing touchdown passes. That changed when Devontae Adams came to town, but Devontae Adams is going to be out this week.
If Rice is out, would you play Coker, Parker Washington, Shaheed Slayton, or Quentin Johnston? Well, Johnston is also banged up as well, so we're not sure of his status.
Slayton. Shoot the moon. 9 targets last week. He runs the deep 8-out routes. Got to just try and go up top.
Need 3 wide receivers here and 1 flex in full point PPR. Sutton, Rice, Ladd, Godwin, Warren, Carter. All right, so 3 wide receivers, Sutton, Ladd, Godwin.
Fantasy playoff Sutton year after year is a beast. I'm going Sutton. He looked great this week. Sean Payton came out and was like, that's our guy. We got to give him the ball all the time. I love it.
And I'm flexing Carter over Warren.
Yep. And the 3 wide receivers are, I mean, if Rice plays, it's Sutton, Rice, Godwin. And if Rice is out, then you have your answer.
Yeah. Nicole is actually teaching a class and she got booted. Hope she didn't miss her answer to Warren, Waller, Parkinson, Kincaid, or Loveland. We said Warren, right?
Yep.
We did indeed. Saints or Vikings?
Saints. I like both, but I have the Saints like 2 spots ahead.
Hope is the bomb? We know.
She really is. So are you, Ann. So is everybody in the chat today. Even Greg Martinez.
No. I draw the line at Greg Martinez. Sorry. Need a quarterback, 4 points passing touchdown. Stafford or Shuck? Oh, gross. Wow.
Stafford. You don't want to lose. You don't want to lose that way. You don't want to lose. Even in 4-point passing, you don't want to lose that way.
You don't. You really don't.
That's one of the ones you think about all year. Like you bench quite possibly the MVP for Tyler Shuck, and your season ends. You can't let it end that way.
I don't know what happened to the rest of that question, Clutch, but if you're still around, Oof.
Yeah.
Waller
through
over
these last
Parkinson
couple.
is a joke, he says. Well,
Wow.
sorry, Ed Rock. What are you going
Yeah,
to do?
Shadur Sanders had never played a game either. And what did he do? What has he done? He's done 75 passes, all of them to Harold Bannon. You know, it's like, you don't know. The range of outcome is still high, dude.
Listen, man, some
Parkinson-
people are going to agree and some people aren't going to agree. That's just the way it goes. You guys
Parkinson
are
also-
here looking for our advice. If you don't like it,
Right. Parkinson's
ya.
also blocked on over 20% of his pass plays on the season. He ran fewer routes than Terrence Ferguson last week. He goes
Julian
up
Love back again. Look at
Julian Love
go
back.
look at like don't look at what Seattle's numbers are right now versus the tight end. Go look at what Seattle's numbers looked like for the first 5 to 6 weeks of the season when Julian Love was playing at safety. And then go tell me where you want to go against your tight end.
And that's coming from the only guy that's been talking about Colby Parkinson before this week. You know,
I've been championing Parkinson since Tyler Higbee went on IR, and I have reaped the benefits of 4 touchdowns in 5 games or something like that.
Top 10
I've
tight
given
end.
his name out over and over again. I'm telling you, I don't like this matchup for him. Devontae Adams going to be out. Yeah, you know what? Go pick up Kanata Mumfield.
Yeah.
That's going to be a name that you're going to want to look at.
Right. And Colby Parkinson has 6 touchdowns on the season. You know who else does? Darren Waller in like 4 real games.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, we got to get out of here. If we didn't get to your questions, we're very, very sorry. Again, you've got our Twitter handles right here. He's at Coupe Fiasco. I'm at Roto Buzz Guy. Happy to answer any and all questions. I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to write an article for Survivor Picks. And then I'm just going to go and sit and answer questions on social media until it's time for the Fantasy Alarm show. So I will be out in the public. You can come find me any way you like. I will be on SiriusXM later today. Please call in, Mojo. Coop will be on with me on Thursday and Friday.
Special
Coop,
guest this week too. So make sure you're hanging out for the shows this week. Special guest tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow. Oh, we got 2 special guests. We got Chipper Jones joining the show tonight. And tomorrow, Austin Eckler is going to join me and Coop on the Fantasy Alarm show. Both at 7 p.m.
I was talking about Will Ty.
Will Ty also.
3 special guests. 3 very equally
on
special guests.
that note, thank you all for tuning in here. I love you. Coop loves you. And for the guy who said it was a joke,
adios, turd nuggets.